Probably think I'm losing my mind. That's the longest sales pitch for a PBI video ever. I know I'm running out of ideas here, but I think it works. So with the most recent Power BI update, you may have noticed that the way your pivot table visualization, or it's called matrix over here, performs isn't really like how you're used to. It's not like the normal pivot table. So instead of going all Liam Neeson and raging through PBI trying to find it, good news is it's still there, c'est encore là, mais la façon que vous utilisez la visualisation a changé un peu. So I'm going to show you how to get back the classic view. It's kind of like, remember Microsoft Excel last release or the previous one, Microsoft by default changed the way the default pivot table view is displayed. This quote-unquote feature, it actually makes the pivot table, in my opinion, more difficult to read. So you know how you have to go into the properties and you have to select classic pivot table view. Same kind of thing here, so I'm just going to show you. But the good news is it's more interactive. Donc vous avez plus des options dans le matrix. Ici, vous pouvez cliquer sur une pièce de données, un point, et ça va filtrer toutes les autres visualisations dans votre dashboard. So it filters everything else in the dashboard when you click on a certain data point. So it's better, but if you want the classic view, you have to click on something to get it. So to add it in, again, it's right here. You just click it. It's the new and improved matrix or pivot table visualization. I'm just going to add in the field, going down in my rows here. I'm going to add, this is just a random example, transaction amount for values. In the columns, I'm going to bring in fiscal year for columns here. So it's looking pretty much like a normal pivot table now, right? C'est comme un pivot table que vous utilisez dans Excel tous les jours. But as soon as I bring in another level in the hierarchy or more detail going down in rows, like here, if I bring in the branch, level 3 FRC ID, yeah, you don't see it. So normally, if you were doing this in Excel in the classic view, you'd see it expand here. Donc, vous avez quelques options pour voir le niveau en bas. Donc, la blanche, vous pouvez cliquer les deux boutons ici. So, premièrement, vous pouvez cliquer ici, and it'll go down to the next level, but you don't get your field. So, you want field and then branch displays maybe, but you don't get that here. So, go back up. Then you can maybe click this, so you get both, because it expands the current hierarchy down to the next level so you can see it. So there, that's kind of what you want, or kind of what we want, but not really. Again, it's the annoying new pivot table view, or I think it's annoying. Some people may like it. This is called a stepped view. Donc pour changer ça, vous devez cliquer seulement sur les options de formatage ici. To change that, just click on the format options over here. And it's kind of hard to find, but you go under row headers, and down here, there's an option called, I'll expand it so you can see, stepped layout. So just turn it off, and then bam, you get the kind of pivot table layout that we're used to, where everything is in one single row. Donc tous les données sont dans une rangée chacun, so each record set is in its own row, and it's not that stepped layout. So it's as simple as that. You didn't completely lose the pivot table, the old pivot table. It's just there, and they rolled up the new one. It used to be a preview feature into the old one, so it's now just one matrix visualization, this one button right here. And the biggest feature that I like about it is if you click on something in here, it automatically filters everything else in your dashboard. So juste pour vous montrer comment ça va fonctionner, je vais ajouter une visualisation ici. It's just going to be random data. So I'm going to pick, let's say fiscal year, give me transaction amount by fiscal year, let's just say. So here I have a bar chart. And then if I click anything in this chart here, like this number here, see it filters any visualization over here. So it's very interactive. I think it's much better that way. But to get it to the format how we're used to seeing, you have to go in and do that extra step. But the other nice thing is it has built-in drill up, drill down, so if you add different items here down the hierarchy, you can have them all displayed, or you can hide them. You can use these buttons up here to drill up, drill down. It's very useful. So this is the closest you can get to pivot tables in Power BI, and I think they are actually more functional than the pivot tables in Excel because they're completely interactive, and the drilling up and drilling down is a lot better.